Hi guys, so today I am going to be bringing you guys along with me to do a glute workout. Yay, I'm so excited because this is my favorite and you guys been wanting to know my glute routine, so I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me to work out. So you're going to be seeing everything that I do from the sets, the reps, the rest periods that I've been using for my glute workout, and this has helped me grow my booty, okay? So work out with me, come along with me. I'm going to be breaking everything down to you. So to boost the intensity today, I am going to be using my BFR bands. And these are really helpful if you are working on a short amount of time. You don't have that much time to work out. And because this is only going to be a 30-minute glute workout, we're going to be using this to really activate and engage our glutes more, and I use these every glute day, okay? There's not a day when I do glutes that I do not wear these. This is going to give you that pump. And as you can see in every glute workout that I do, I always wear these. If you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, I always use these. I swear by these. So if you don't have a pair, go ahead and grab you some. I got mine from Amazon. I'll go ahead and link that down in the description. But because my goal is to body recomp and to really lose weight while I'm preserving all my muscle. I follow a different routine. I don't really go by reps, I go by time. So with each of my workouts, I do 40 seconds on and then I do 1 minute rest. And that's what every exercise that I do for glute day. So we're going to be going through 4 different exercises. Less is more. You don't need to be doing 6 different exercises every glute day. And also, we're going to be doing a compound movement. Always, always, always start with your compound movement, such as squats, deadlifts, anything of that sort, because what that is going to do is that's going to warm up all the muscles from down here all the way up. So we're going to start with some squats, and that's going to be our compound. We're going to have a hinging movement. We're going to have a glute isolation movement and a abductor movement. So every single solitary glute workout, you're going to use 4 of those workouts. You're going to pick from each category. So you're going to have your hinging movement, abductor movement, compound, and glute isolation with every single workout. That's going to be all you're going to be focusing on. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our squats, which is our compound, because we're going to be warming up our muscles. And we're going to start with lightweight. So you guys might hear my timer going off, and that's good because you're going to be hearing exactly when it's time to switch or when it's time to take a break. So right now I'm just waiting for my timer to go off, and then we're going to get started with our squats. Okay, down, pausing, down. Using mind to muscle connection, we're keeping our weights on our heels and the outside of our feet, pausing down. And then when you guys come down, you're not just sitting down and just chilling. You still having the tension in your glutes, okay? And you're coming back up. Really squeezing, using your glutes to bring you back up, hinging down and up. Okay, so I'm gonna rest, and while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and up our weights, of course, because we wanna grow our glutes. So I'm gonna be using 25 on each side. And also keep in mind that the bar itself is usually around 10 to 15 pounds. Okay. Get into position and keep the same momentum. Slow on the way down, slower control, about 3 seconds on the way down. Pause at the bottom and then come up. You guys, I'm wearing my non-slip socks because I do not like to do these with shoes on. So come on. Up. Pause. Up. Still have the the tension in your glutes at the bottom where you're pausing. Keeping our head down, we're minding our business. We're not looking to the side, we're not looking up. Okay. That's our second round. And then we're gonna do one more. We're gonna be doing 3 sets of each workout, okay? Making sure we're resetting, we're breathing on our rest periods. And it's really good to use this interval timer that I'm using because you don't realize how fast a minute goes by. A minute goes by very, very fast. And the reason why we're using this timer is because we want to keep our heart rate up and lose weight, burn fat, while we're building muscle at the same time. Okay, moving on. Legs a little wider than shoulder width apart. You are breathing to keep that blood flow. Okay, guys, I'm gonna move on to our next workout. What we're gonna be doing is donkey kicks. So I'm gonna be using a bench, and of course I'm out of breath, so we're gonna be using the bench, and this is going to help us, with the momentum, not engaging too many of our muscles to really activate our glutes with this workout. You guys kind of want to move fast before your timer goes off. And if you don't have access to this, you can go ahead and use a pair of weights, and you can put the weights here and then do your glute bridge, do your kickback that way. We're breathing, we're catching our breath, and we're recharging. Okay, back, slow on the negative, really squeezing our glutes. Hold on to the machine for stability. Okay. I also wanted to let you guys know, usually if I'm not body recomping, right now I'm in a caloric deficit, so I don't want to do too much. I don't want to overwork myself, because if you're in a caloric deficit, that means you're eating less calories, so you don't have as much energy. So what I used to do when I was at maintenance is I would push myself to failure, and I would use heavy weights to really max out. But since we don't have enough energy, we're going to be doing like a moderate weight, moderate reps, okay? Let's get back into position. And we're doing 3 sets on each side.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Work on next rest.
Okay, guys, I also want you to remember to keep your core engaged. We're acting as if we have a string tied around, and we're really keeping our core engaged so we can also activate our core muscles.
Halfway there.
Okay, we're getting ready for our last set, and then we're gonna move over to our other leg. I'm jamming, y'all. I got my headphone in. I can't work out without my music, y'all. Okay, come on, let's go on to our last set. And you remember, slow and negative, pausing at the top to get the most activation. We're not coming to waste any time. We're feeling the burn. We're putting in all the effort that's needed to really grow our booty. Okay, guys, we're gonna hurry up and switch legs before our timer goes back off because a minute goes by so fast. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this around. Of course, I feel like I'm tied to the machine. Okay. Now we're gonna lift this up. Get unstuck. There we go. And now we're doing the opposite way.
5, 4, 3, 2. Next rest.
Actually, let's go ahead and turn this around. Y'all getting the raw, unfiltered version, okay? Because I figured that won't work. I might switch to after this set because we have to make sure we're doing it in the way that we get the most glute activation. So after this set, I'm going to reposition myself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, trying to make sure I get it in the way that you guys can see. Let's go ahead and move this up. Okay, we got to make sure we right every time. Like our form is right because we're not wasting no time, right? We're trying to get the work done, get in, and get out. So yeah, just make sure your form is correct every single time.
Halfway there.
We got 2 more sets, okay? And this is also a good position because you guys can see the side view and you guys will be able to see my glute activation from the side. We're breathing, we're catching our breath.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, we're back at it.
Next rest.
And you guys can see I have my core engaged.
Halfway there.
Okay, guys, we got 1 more set to do. And I forgot to mention to you guys that I'm using 10 pounds for my weight. And if I was not doing a body recomp and I was just at maintenance, I would probably have that around 15. And I would be going about 5 sets, and I would be doing somewhere around 10 reps per set. So always keep that in mind. Your workout is heavily going to depend on your fitness goals.
Halfway there.
Okay, we're going on to our last set.
Five, four, three.
Okay, guys, last set.
Work. Up next, rest.
Core is engaged.
Halfway there. Five, four, three, two, one. Rest. Up next,
Okay,
work.
guys, now we're going to be doing an abductor movement. We're going to be using the same cable machine, and we're going to be doing leg raises so we can hit our abductor and really grow our side glutes. So we are going to ditch the bench, and since we already are tied to the machine with this foot, we're going to go ahead and use the same leg that we just worked on. We are not wasting any time, so I'm using the same weight, holding on to my machine for stability to make sure my core is engaged and my form is right. I'm gonna do a posture check, make sure I'm standing tall. You don't wanna be hunched over. You want your form to be just like this, okay? So when the timer goes off, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Five, four, three, two.
Okay, guys, leg raise. Slow on the way down, slow on a negative. You want momentum to be 3 seconds on a negative and about 2 seconds on a positive. Feel that burn.
Halfway there. Five, four, three, two, one. Rest. Up next, work.
I'm gonna take a break and we're gonna do the same leg. Definitely a nice way to get your heart rate up. We're killing two birds with one stone. We're losing weight, we're burning fat, and we're building muscle at the same time in 30 minutes. So very good. What are we at now? 18 minutes, not so bad. And we're almost done with the workout. Whew. So we're preparing ourselves again for the next set, our next and last set on this leg. And then we're gonna move on to our opposite leg of course.
Five, four, three, two, one. Work. Up next, rest.
Slow on the negative, increasing that time under tension. And we're actually working both legs at the same time. We're using our non-working leg to keep us stable. So you might be feeling that burn, or not might, you will be feeling a burn in the leg that you're not working. But essentially you are working that leg to help keep you stabilized. So you're definitely gonna feel it when we move on to this leg.
Five, four, three, two, one. Rest. Up next,
Okay,
work.
guys, rest. And I would definitely recommend doing a HIIT exercise after your training session. You could walk, incline on a treadmill. You could walk for 30 minutes, incline at 12, or also have a HIIT workout. Great HIIT workout for you guys to do um, to really burn fat in a short amount of time. So this workout is going to be a 20-minute HIIT workout, and that's going to be excellent at keeping your heart rate up and helping you lose weight 10 times faster. So go ahead and check this video out, but we're going to be moving on to our last set with this leg. And again, we're going to be moving on to our last exercise. You guys got to let me know how you feeling after this workout too. Comment down below in the comment section and let me know how you guys did with this workout.
Next rest.
That's one. I'm definitely feeling it in my non-working leg.
Halfway there.
Okay, guys, we're gonna switch to our opposite leg. We're moving quick here before our timer goes back off.
Halfway there.
This is really going to help with your endurance. Using a timer instead of going off of reps, because you never know how many more reps you can do in that set, and you definitely don't want to cheat yourself. So that's why we're using time instead of reps.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Work.
Okay, you guys. Core is engaged. Make sure you're not like swinging, you're not using momentum to bring your leg up. Instead, like I said, you're going to do a posture check. Make sure your core is stabilized and you're only using your leg and your glute to bring your leg up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Definitely feeling it in this leg for real. And I'm starting to feel it in the other leg too. And then after this, we're going to do our hinging movement. We're going to go ahead and do our RDL after this. So let's get prepared for that. That's going to be our last workout. It's going to be good, you guys. You're going to be growing your glutes in a short amount of time. It's so excellent. And I do full body. Like after this glute workout, I'm going to do my back and chest. And I usually do a full body training twice a week because, like I said, I'm body recomping and I don't want to do too much, really drain myself and drain my energy since I'm in a caloric deficit. Waiting for that timer to go off.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, guys, we're back at it again.
Next rest.
Guys, with this workout, you're actually working your core, also your obliques. If you put your hand here and you lift up, you can actually feel your obliques working.
Halfway there.
Really shrinking your waist. And if you use your hand, put it on your booty, you can feel your glutes working as well.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, guys, we got one more. I also wanted to tell you guys, do not switch up your routine, your glute routine. You're gonna do the workouts that you could do. You're gonna stick to them for a week at minimum. So you're gonna do the same exact
Halfway
exercise
there.
every glute day, so your muscles can get used to it, and you can also progressive overload with those, so you can add more sets, more reps. You can decrease your rest time, but you want to stick to that 4 weeks minimum. You don't want to keep switching up your glute routine. And I've been doing this for around 3 weeks. So after this, I might decrease my rest time to help me burn some more fat and add another, instead of 40 seconds, I'll do 45 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Work. Next rest.
Definitely feeling it in this non-working leg. And that's okay.
Halfway there. Five, four, three, two, one. Rest.
Okay, guys, moving on to RDLs. We're gonna move fast. Might just leave this strapped on my ankle because I don't have time to take it off. And since my machine does not allow me to go as low as I want to go, I'm gonna put these here so I can step on it to get a bigger range of motion.
Halfway there.
Okay, guys. Be careful doing that. Let's bring this back a little bit. Okay.
5,
RDL, guys.
3, 2, 1. Work. Next rest. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Let me go ahead and drink my water before I demonstrate you guys, letting you know how to do it. Trying to catch my breath at the same time. So with RDLs, you are going to, it's not about how far down you can go, but you're really thinking about doing a hinging movement. So when you go back and you cannot poke your butt out anymore, that's when you're gonna come up. So you're not gonna be doing like this because you're gonna work more of your hammies. But instead, it's like this. It's like bending your knees. When you can't push your butt out anymore, you're gonna come back up. Really using mind to muscle connection to engage your glutes. This is how you're doing the RDLs.
3, 2, 1. Work. Next rest. Halfway there. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Go ahead and catch your breath. This is one of those workouts that's really gonna help with the endurance and really get your heart rate up because you're working multiple muscles when you're doing this exercise. So you're working your core, your glutes, your quads, your hams. You're working everything, okay? And we're gonna move on to our last set. And after this, a glute workout would not be a glute workout without a burnout. So we're gonna be doing a burnout after this. And we are at 29 minutes, so excellent, excellent. But you guys wanna make sure you're going low enough to really stick your booty out as far as you can. So feel free, if your machine is like this that you're using, feel free to add, like a step or weight so you can step on to really get that range of motion. And you're looking down, you're not looking up to the side, you're not looking up, you're looking down. And you're working your back muscles as well, that lower back. Hey guys, that was it. We're gonna move on to our burnout. Let me go ahead and grab my weights. And for our burnout, we're gonna be doing some no to squats, and this is how it looks. Okay, let me go ahead and push this back so I don't mess up my foot.
Halfway there.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna do a side view so you guys can see how far down I'm going. Nice little burnout exercise.
5, 4, 3,
Okay,
2.
grab your weights.
Next rest.
Stay down. Feel free to use resistance bands to boost the intensity. If it's too hard for you to hold both weights, use this. But usually I use resistance bands, but I just didn't grab it this time.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, guys. Good job. We crushed it today because of glute day. And what are we at? 32 minutes. Very amazing job. Feel free to do this 2 times per week. And make sure you comment down below and let me know if you was really feeling it, if you feel your heart rate go up in this workout. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss any of my workout videos.